As the renowned Maya Angelou once stated, the best comfort food will always be greens, cornbread, and fried chicken. This statement couldn't be truer, especially for people in the South. And somehow Zac Brown Band's famous platinum-winning song, Chicken Fried, reached audiences beyond the South, becoming an international success. Zac Brown, the lead vocalist and guitarist of Zac Brown Band, started from humble beginnings and became an international country singer by the time he was 30. Much of this can be attributed to his relatable lyrics and personable band. While I have been keeping up with Zac Brown and his band since I was little, even attending some of his benefit concerts, the following information was gathered from credible internet sources. Though many may initially put the idea of Zac Brown being a relatable artist with songs like Chicken Fried and Toes, his albums span across many genres of music, reaching a wide variety of music lovers internationally. Zac Brown is worthy of praise for building his own label from the ground up, despite his refusal to conform to country music standards, for creating multi-genre music that appeals to listeners worldwide, and for doing charitable, philanthropic work throughout his time as a successful musician. Zac Brown inspires listeners worldwide with his relatable upbringing, multi-genre albums, and philanthropic work. Though he eventually became a success internationally, Zac Brown has much of his core values that permeate through his authentic lyrics and humble beginnings. Zac Brown came from an all-American family, middle class, and built his own label from the ground up. According to the poet's biography on Zac Brown entitled Artist Biography, Brown was the 11th of 12 children in a split family. His parents divorced when he was young, and most of his life he had step-parents on both sides. This is the reality for many children growing up in America today, and even many adults who grew up with separated parents. Zac Brown spent most of his youth growing up in the small town of Dahlonega, Georgia. According to poet's biography, Zac's parents worked middle-class, blue-collar jobs, Coca-Cola factory, selling insurance, and even an office manager. While Zac grew up enjoying music, it wasn't until college that his interest really blossomed. He decided to go to college to pursue his career in music on a vocal scholarship and began his own band called Far From Einstein. According to poet's biography, after the devastating terrorist attack on 9/11, 2001, Zac Brown had an awakening and decided his life was too short. At this point, he dropped out of school, became a full-time musician. By this point in time, Far From Einstein had fallen apart, and the only band member left was his drummer. Shortly after, Zac's career as a musician would take off. In a time in our nation when negativity and anxiety were high post 9/11, Americans needed uplifting, patriotic music to reiterate what it means to be an American, and this is exactly what Zac Brown did. Zac Brown found huge success in his music because it was so relatable and appealing to such a wide variety of people and genres. Chicken Fried, just a few years into being a full-time musician, was produced and became the first single, a cross-genre platinum-selling hit. It appealed to Americans because of its relatable lyrics. In Chicken Fried, Zac Brown sings about a typical Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and fried chicken. These relatable topics were part of the reason why his first single became such a hit so quickly. Brown also sang that it isn't where you live or what you drive or the price tag on your clothes that means the most, but rather the little things in life. Chicken Fried also appealed to Americans because of the patriotic lyrics. One verse reads, "I thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, may freedom forever fly. Let it ring, salute the ones who died, the ones that give their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fried." These lyrics post 9/11 in a time when safety, reassurance, and patriotic pride were low gave hope to many across the nation, regardless of the types of music they enjoyed. Everyone could relate and take pride in the lyrics Brown Band sang. Zac Brown struggled to conform to country music, was not easy for the band to make it. But the Brown Band was not well received by their biggest targeted audience, country fans. According to the article Sweet Georgia, Zac Brown acknowledged that his band, mixed of styles, country, roots, reggae, southern rock, soft rock, among others, is certainly diverse. The same article stated that even after Country Fried helped the band gain some attention from New York and LA, the label still wasn't getting the desired attention from Nashville. One very successful executive in Nashville even stated when he saw that beanie cap that he knew a guy would never fit into the country music world. While it was certainly a tumultuous beginning for Zac Brown Band, they pushed through the adversity of being different by country music standards. Since they have been awarded 3 Grammys, have performed nationally and internationally, without a doubt, the band owes their huge success to the charming personalities on and off stage, relatable lyrics, and their outright inspiring words sang so beautifully throughout their music. Aside from being musical legend, Zac Brown Band spends a bunch of his time and has commendable work for all of his philanthropy through Camp Southern Ground. Camp Southern Ground began in 2011 an inclusive camp for children between 7 and 17. According to the Camp Southern Ground website, the camp promotes equality, encouraging campers to come from all backgrounds and abilities. Their priority is to inspire and unite children who are typically developing with those who have learning and attention disorders, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, children who are on the autism spectrum, etc. Each year, Zac Brown performs a special limited concert known as the Night of Candles. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt. The concert sells tickets, holds an auction, and Zac Brown even auctions off his own handmade hat. All proceeds go straight to the nonprofit camp and benefit those campers directly. In addition to creating his own philanthropic charity, Zac Brown contributes to many others like Little Kids Rock. The band also helps out tremendously with military family and retired veterans. While Zac Brown's philanthropic work has made up some of his most noteworthy contributions, he demonstrates daily in his lyrics and his family-first lifestyle that is extremely well-rounded. Zac Brown Band's praiseworthy success in creating unique yet relatable multi-genre music is commendable. Through Zac Brown built the initial label himself, it was the sport and enthusiasm of a strong fan base known as the Zamley. His loyal band members that led to his current status in the music industry. Aside from the band's musical endeavors, their charitable work for multiple philanthropies, including their own, is worthy of applause. Zac Brown Band inspires listeners worldwide with his relatable upbringing, multi-genre albums, and through philanthropic work. I think we can all agree that Zac Brown's music, especially his platinum hit Chicken Fried, can be enjoyed by a diverse audience regardless of whether or not you actually enjoy eating fried chicken.
All right.
Speed it up.